Hi, Viv Clements here. I'm excited to bring to you today a swatch of our latest Luxio Build products. So we now have just released Luxio Studio Number 9 Tinted Coverage Colors. So there are 3 new Luxio Build products in a bottle that are soak off that you can use to either build structure in a nail or just to add some color to the nail plate. They're beautiful colors. So they are a sheer translucent buildable product. We have porcelain, we have devote, and we have fawn. So depending on what color suits your, your client's nails, or their preference of color, you can build with it, you can extend with it. They can be used for, repairing little cracks or, as I said, even that short extension. So they're a super strong product, easy to apply, straight out of the bottle, and you can float the product down and so forth, which you'll see in the swatch. So I'm excited to bring these to you. I'm in love with them, and let's go. Let me show you how they work. Luxio Tint Build Porcelain. It's just beautiful to work with. So this coat here, I'm applying a thin slip layer. So gel is attracted to gel, and by applying a slip coat, it makes it easier for a build layer to move on the nail. So I've picked up a little bit more product so you don't cure it in between. And now I'm just going to build the structure into this nail. There are various ways you can do this. You can either float the product down the nail, as I'm doing here, or you can go side to side. At the very end, so the free edge of the nail, I'll always brush that down because we want to keep that thinner. So now I'm just using my brush to float it down the nail to level it out. Here, I've switched over to the number 2 brush. So this is another option that you've got. If you feel that you have more control, you can use like a number 2 brush to float the product around the nail to get that beautiful even coat. In this particular spot, there was a little bit of a dip. So I've picked up the brush that comes in the Luxio bottle, and I'm using that now just to float that back to bring the product back from the free edge into that little dip. Or again, you can use a fine liner brush. This is the number 2 art liner brush, and I find it really handy to keep that around while I'm working. Here I'm showing the side profile just to show you that you can get the perfect finish, which requires no filing afterwards. So as a natural nail overlay on a client with the added strength and structure, it is the perfect product. And here's the finished result with high shine, and so shine on, and a matte finish, which is matte on. So just to show you the difference. So the technique is the same for Devote. I've painted a slip coat on, and now I'm going to add in a little bit of extra product, which will then build the structure into the nail. It is optional. You can use this just as a beautiful sheer coating over the natural nail, or you can build it to build structure into the nail and obviously added strength. So here I'm just using the outliner brush just to level it all out. It's super quick and easy. The product will self-level, so it just takes a little bit of, or a few little tiny strokes, really light strokes to get that perfect finish. And here it is in Shine On and Matte On. So you'll notice with Fawn, there's a little bit more color to this, and it'll basically provide a little bit more color onto the nail bed. So beautiful color, and again, same technique. So whether you want to float it by sort of, moving the product from side to side, or whether you want to kind of go up and down, and you can see just by my line of light there, how the product itself is actually leveling out as I'm working it. So it takes a lot of the work out of it for you. And here, just moving the product ever so slightly, just to fill in any gaps and to make sure I've got a beautiful, even application and a beautiful arch over the nail, a nice even arch. And the finished result with Matte On and Shine On. And for the finished result of all three of the colors. So here I've used Devote as the base, and I've applied a coat of Matte On, and now I'm using Porcelain with the number 2 brush just to create some really super simple, easy roses. So just by basically coiling it around and just giving your brush a little bit of a wiggle, just to get a little bit of shape in there, and just keep adding in lines in kind of like a wonky circle. So don't be too pedantic about making sure that all the lines are nice and smooth. I've just added in a little bit of gel art powder, and I've popped it into Cure, just to snap cure it so it holds it in place. And now I'm just going to do the same with another flower, and then another one just up the top. So I'll just speed up the video just for this bit. So once it's all cured, if you want to sort of add a little bit more product just to make the line a little bit more solid or stand out a little bit more, you can do that, and then just coat it again with a little bit more powder. And of course, Cure. So this is the finished result, just a really soft, subtle little rose design. So I hope you enjoyed this swatch. I look forward to bringing you the next one. Until then, take care, stay safe, and bye for now.